I first played Resident Evil 0 back on the Gamecube, and it was actually one of my earliest Resident Evil experiences, after having played the PlayStation original and Resident Evil 4, which I played on Wii. Zero's release at the end of 2002 was the perfect accompaniment for the remake of Resident Evil that had come out in the beginning of that year, as it takes place immediately before the first game and not too far from the infamous Arkley Mansion. It was originally a GameCube exclusive before being ported to Wii and then remastered in HD for Microsoft's and Sony's 2000s HD systems. And while it does somewhat show its age as a 24-year-old game, it still holds up fairly well in 2026. In Resident Evil 0, a team of elite cops from Raccoon City, a sister squad to the STARS members that starred in the first game, is sent to investigate a series of cannibalistic murders in the forested mountains near Raccoon City. They quickly discover a crashed military police vehicle and 2 dead MPs, who were apparently transporting a dangerous mass murderer named Billy Cohen. You start off playing as Rebecca, a rookie STARS medic, and are investigating a mysteriously stalled train while also searching for Cohen. Then this train mysteriously starts moving. Upon realizing that there's some cataclysmic outbreak going on, Rebecca realizes that the only hope for survival is for her to cooperate with Billy. Overall, the game feels a lot like the original Resident Evil. Most of it takes place in a mansion filled with zombies, where you have to solve ridiculous puzzles that would never exist in the real world in order to proceed. It's really good overall, but there are a few stylistic choices that really kill it for me to some extent. The biggest issue is inventory. Inventory space is extremely limited, which in and of itself isn't a problem. The problem is that there's no item storage like there was in the original game, and some of the items take up 2 spaces. The hookshot especially is a problem because it takes up 2 slots, and you need it at various points to the game, right up near to the end, but it never tells you when you're done needing it. To make matters worse, each of your characters only has 6 inventory slots. Like, I get it. Scary horror games use limited inventory to make the tension worse, but this is just annoying. Having gone from playing on GameCube to playing on PlayStation 4, and now playing on Switch, the visuals were pretty impressive given that, as far as I can tell, this remaster was largely an upscale. The controls can feel a little archaic, especially where the tank controls are concerned, but the game is much more playable in a modern context than the original releases of 1, 2, or 3 or of Code Veronica, although I do still love those games. Inventory management, however, is just egregious. 6 item slots per character and several items, one of which is required in several parts of the game, take up 2 spaces, and that's just unnecessarily restrictive. Resident Evil 0 leaves a bit to be desired in some of the details, but it's still an extremely playable game despite that, and even despite the inventory limitations. The cutscenes do look a bit janky. They do not look as clearly upscaled as the main game, probably due to their being pre-rendered, but they still look pretty decent. Whether you play it on GameCube, Wii, or PS4, Xbox One, Switch, whatever, Resident Evil 0 is a fantastic survival horror experience that I easily recommend. My rating for Resident Evil 0 on the GameCube, Wii, Switch, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Xbox 360, Xbox One, and Windows is a B.